Hello students. We are going to see ESC to hex conversion in 8086 assembly programming. This video is recorded for CSL 404 and ITL 403. Okay, so before going into actual conversion, let's see these two instructions which are very heart of uh, the assembly language program we are going to see. So one is subtract AL with number. Okay, what this instruction does is it subtracts two numbers, and first number is stored in accumulator, which is the lower byte of accumulator, and it will do AL minus that number which is stored at this number is stored at second memory in one of the memory location. So result would be stored at AL, and the flags will get affected here, and the number one which was there in AL will also get overwritten by result. Okay, so one of the number is overwritten by the result. The second instruction is compare AL with number. Okay, here the same thing happens. This instruction also subtract AL with number, but the results of subtraction do not get stored. The AL gets unaffected. Here AL gets affected by the result here, but here AL gets unaffected. Okay, and then flag, in both the cases flag gets affected. So what is the use of this instruction? Whereas the first instruction can be used for subtraction, second instruction is used for taking decision, like different conditional jump instruction, use compare instruction. Why? Because this instruction help you to determine whether actually they affects flag, so that you can, with the help of this instruction, jump less than or jump greater than, you can actually determine whether the number one which was there in AL was less than or greater than. So let's see if AL number is less. Okay, so this subtraction will generate a borrow and the flag would get affected. So by looking at the flag, I can say that if flag is generated, my number is lower. If flag is not generated, if that carry flag is not generated, it is 0, I can say that my number in AL is greater. Okay. So based on that, I can take decision. I can change the logical sequence of program. So this is going to be used in ASCII to hex conversion program. Okay, so let's see first. Uh, at this point, I hope everybody understand what is why we are doing it. So let's keep that ASCII to hex conversion. So you know that all the data entered through keyboard is ASCII, and if you are entering and if you are using ASCII data for an program, assembler program, okay, you have to convert this number into hex number. Okay, so let's see, I'm entering 72H using keyboard. So when I enter 7, actually I enter 37. And if I enter next number 2, actually I end up transmitting 32 from my keyboard. So you know that if number is 0 to 9, I end up sending 30 to 39. And if number A to F, I end up sending 41 to 46 through keyboard. Okay, so this I think everybody understand. Next thing is how to get my original number from this ASCII number. So it's very simple. As the bias of 30 and 37 was added, we have to remove this bias to get the original number. Okay, so I have to subtract 30. So when I subtract 30, I will get my original number. So same case for if the range of number is A to F, I have to subtract 37. But what I does is first I subtract 30, and at that point after subtraction, my AL will contain the result. AL will either contain 0 to 9, and if I entered A to F, AL will contain, after subtracting 30, it will contain 11 to 16. So at this point, okay, these two number, range of these two number would be there in AL. Either 0, range would be 0 to 9 or 11 to 16. Okay, so the bottom line is 9. So I should compare here AL. After subtracting, I have to compare AL with 0, 9. Okay, so if my number is 0, 9, is in the range of 0 to 9, then there is no problem. I can take that number into AL and declare that my number is which is converted is in the range of 0 to 9. But suppose if my number is in 11 to 16, I have to subtract 7 more. Okay, so here I have to check whether my number is less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. So I have to take a decision whether I have to subtract 7 or more. Okay, so this is an optional. If I go into the range of 11 to 16, I have to subtract 7 more. Otherwise, I have to skip this subtraction of 7. I can skip this 0 to 7 and I can directly go to the point where I will store my number which is in 0 to 9 range. Okay, so let's understand this by an flow diagram, flow chart. So we will start here. We will take first number which will by default will go into AL, and this keyboard we will take using DOS command. Okay, we will use DOS interrupt command to take the number from keyboard. Okay, we will subtract 30 as I told you. After subtracting 30, my result would be stored in AL. At this point, I will check whether my number is less than or 9 or not. Okay, if it is not less than 9 or greater than 9, I am in the range of A to F, okay, or 11 to 16. Okay, so I have to subtract 7 more, so that will add up to 37. Subtracting 37, suppose my number is 9, so there is no need of subtracting 7. Subtraction of 30 was enough, and I will skip this subtraction 7 more step. Okay, but now you must understand that when I entered 7, this became 37, and after subtracting this became 7, 0, 7. But what I want is not 0, 7 but 70. Okay, so if my second number is 2, I will end up getting 32. Okay, so this will give me 0, 7 after subtracting 7, and this portion will give me, so after subtracting 0, 2. So I should add these two number. Before that, I have to convert 0, 7 into 70, and this 0, 2 can be added in this number and I can get 72. So that is the logic. Okay, you have 7, 2, but you are sending 7 and 32. You subtract 30. Okay, this will become 0, 7. You exchange the nibble, this will become 70. Subtract 30 here, you will get 0, 2, and add this 0, 2 and you will get 72. Okay, so same thing we are doing here. So I've subtracted 30, subtracted 7 more depending on the compare result. So here I'm doing jump. Okay, jump if less than. Okay, so if it is less than, I'm doing jump. So that's why I need jump here, and I have to use compare instruction here, and I will end up doing subtraction here. Okay, so subtraction, compare, jump, and after jump I have to do subtraction again. I will be jumping to a level at this point. I will be jumping to a point where I will rotate AL by 4 so that my 0, 7 becomes 70. Okay, and I will move that 70 number into an safe place, because the second number I'm going to take into AL again. So that should not be, so this AL should not be corrupted. That's why I will take second number again using DOS command. Okay, and this is the B part, where after that I will again do the same. I will subtract 30, compare with 9, and if that number is less than 9, I will take that number as it is, or if it is in the range of 11 to 16 subtraction result, then I will subtract 7 more to get back my original number, and my second number I will get into AL. Okay, and I know my 70 which was my first number, is in CH. I can add 70, which was present in CH, and AL, which consists of right now the second number is present in AL. So 70 and 72 would be added, and result would be stored in 72. So you must understand what we are doing here. We are taking a DOS command so that we can take the keyboard number from the keyboard, subtract 30. Then we will compare. After comparing, we would be jumping. And after jumping, we would be doing subtraction of 7 more. So if you follow this flow chart, you can write down the instruction. So let me just write down the instruction for you so that you can also follow the flow chart and do this. Okay. So you know that you have to use integer 21h command, but before that you have to move a right number, service number. Okay. Move AH01H. Okay. This will take the keyboard number. Then you have to use interrupt 21H, and then you know that this will send keyboard number into AL. Okay, so you know that the number will come into AL, subtract AL with 30H, and then after that you will compare AL with 09, and you will jump if less than or equal to a location, okay, where you will be rotating, and after that you will be subtracting 7, because yeah, after this and this rotating there is subtraction. So subtract AL with 07H. Okay, so you'll be going at this point, you will be rotating AL with 04. So before rotation, so rotate AL 4 times. So you have to, for that you have to move 04 into CL, and then you have to do rotate left AL with CL. You cannot write rotate AL 4 times. Okay, so in that way you will be transforming first number into 7 into 70 or 3 into 30 or whatever. After that you will use again, you will get second number, and you know you will be using DOS command again. So move AH 01H, interrupt 21H, subtract AL. I will be doing same thing. I will be copying the code as it is, JLE skip. Okay, and I will be subtracting AL with 0H, 07H. But now there is a difference. When you come here, skip at this point, I am not rotating. Here I was rotating, but at this point I am adding AL with CH. Okay, and at this, after rotation, okay, I have to move AL into CH. So after rotation I have to write here move CH into AL. Okay, so this is my program. Okay, so you can see that there is one-to-one correspondence between flowchart and the program. So if you follow the logic correctly, you can write the program very easily. Okay, so let's run this code. Let's run the code. So for running the code, okay, for running the code, I will call that function as2hex.asm. So this is the okay, so this is my code. What it does is same way. So this is move AH01H. We will take the number with the keyboard, and then this will subtract AL with 30, compare AL with 09. So jump if less than or equal to down. Okay, and then subtract AL with 07H, and then rotate. Same way, this is the second number. You take second number here. Okay, using interrupt command, then subtract 30, compare with 9. Again, you jump if less than at this point, but here you will not rotate second number. You will just add it with the first number, and that's it. Okay, so let's run it. Let's run it. Okay, so I'll do TASM. Okay, and there is some problem missing operand trailing assumed. Okay, so yeah, let's go and just 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So this is the line 7, which is okay. Yeah, some dB. So let's just remove this line. So that was creating the problem. Okay, so edit. So I'll do TASM, so there is no error. Then after I will do T-link. Okay, so yep, T-link, and after that I will do if I directly write S2 hex, okay, this would just wait, control delete. I have to do it again because okay, just wait. Yep, extremely sorry. So as the program contains no user messages, so it's better to do td esc hex.asm s. So now I can just go step by step, okay, and I can do function f7. So this at this point interrupt 21, this will ask me to enter some number. So let's say I am entering 30. So 3. So if I enter 3, this will give me 33. Okay, same way. So this 30, this 3 will become 30 after rotation, and this will take second number also. So at this point it will take second number. So second number, let's say I've entered 3, I've entered 5. So this will be converted to 35. Okay, you can see that. Okay, again this would be 30 and this will be subtracted. This will become 5, 35 minus 5, and after that I'll compare with 0, 9, and this would be less. So this would be directly go to addition, and it will add AL with CH, and this will become 35. So your result would be there in AL as in 35. So I have entered 35, okay, and I've got 35 here, okay, because when I entered 35, I first entered 33 and 35 through keyboard. Okay, so in this way you can understand the entire conversion. Okay, I hope you understood this video. So I'll be uploading it soon. You can post your query there, okay, wherever I upload it. So thank you. Please give your feedback. Thank you, class.